Hey guys, I'm back. I know it's been like a month since I've uploaded a video. I had all these intentions of making some videos, and honestly, I was busy finally finishing my website for my sleep consulting business. And once I launched it, there's been so much more that I have to do. I'm having to do a lot of little mini courses on the side to try and learn about things like SEO, which is like ways to get my website ranking higher on Google and all this stuff. And I've been having to concentrate on like making blog posts, social media posts to just try and get my name out there and get people to know about my business so that I can finally get my first paying customer. So it's a lot of work. And I also have other things that I have to do with the business as well, like spruce up my sleep plan templates, I need to like revamp like my contracts and all these types of things. And so that paired with nannying, and then on top of that, a lot of my days off, I've had lots of doctor's appointments. So it's just been really difficult to find time to make videos for this channel. But I'm here to share with you a little bit of love mail I received a couple weeks ago and a little mini collective haul. So also, first off, before I dive in, I also wanted to mention that a few weekends ago, Paula, Marilyn, and myself, we all went to Diana's house for a doll day. Diana invited us over to her house. Her house is so beautiful. It's really like my style. And her dolly nursery is so amazing. I would love to have like my own dolly nursery. But anyways, we had a Harry Potter themed day, and I will either share photos from our Harry Potter day in this video, or I might make a completely separate video of just like a quick little slideshow of our Harry Potter day. But we had fun with that, and Diana and her daughter had fun making little decorations and things for the party. So she had like a really cool banner up that you'll see in the pictures. Her daughter came up with this idea of how to make Harry Potter wands out of pencils. So she had those for our babies. If you can see back here, Joshua actually is still wearing his Harry Potter outfit that he wore at the party. Diana gave us these for Christmas. And what else? Oh, we each got a little box of those Harry Potter jelly beans that are very much similar to the Bean Boozled jelly beans, where like some of them are gross flavors and some of them are good flavors. Her daughter printed off these Harry Potter maze activity sheets that we did. I think I finished first for it. And Diana also had on her TV, she was, I guess, streaming a channel that was playing Harry Potter music, and it was like the inside of the Harry Potter train on the screen. It was really cool. And then I think it switched to showing the showing Hogwarts. And they also made little ties for our babies with that we could pick a tie, and each tie had one of the houses on it. For those who know Harry Potter, like they are sorted into houses. And so we picked those. And she also, as part of the decoration, she had up like all the house names and like a little description of what those houses are. Like, so, you know, what Gryffindor people are, you know, the characteristics of Gryffindor people, the characteristics of Slytherin people, stuff like that. So we had a really nice time. We ordered pizza for dinner. We had snacks. It was a great day. So stay tuned for that. I'm either going to insert the photos in here, or you can stay tuned for a separate video with those pictures. So, okay, let's get started. I first want to show the love mail. Leslie, I had to get this video done because I had no idea how to get in touch with you, Leslie. I don't have your email address or anything, and I wanted to make sure that you were able to see that I received your love mail. So thank you so much, Leslie. Leslie sent me 2 books, American Girl books. So these are, these look to be, yes, these are Pleasant Company American Girl books, which is what, it's the company that originally came out with American Girl. And then eventually they were bought by Mattel. So Mattel now makes American Girl dolls, but it used to be the Pleasant Company. And so she sent me these books. So we have Molly's Craft Book. And it says, a look at crafts from the past with projects you can make today. So I thought that was really cool. So it's got like crafting tips, and there's all kinds of crafts in here. There's Star Spangled handcrafts, Star Whirler, Patriotic Pinwheel, Star Stamp Stationery. V is for Victory. So they're like in sections. We got Victory Garden in a jar, V-Stitch Handkerchief, VJ Day Parachute. A Stitch in Time section has Apple Pot Holder, Scotty Bookmark, Photo Holder, Rainy Day Fun. We've got Soap Fish, how to make soap fish. Handshake Game, Coral Bookends, and then we have an odds and ends section, and the crafts in that are a leather topped box, scrap paper jar and button collage, and then there's like patterns at the back for the crafts. So that's really cool. Thank you, Leslie. And then we have Samantha's cookbook, a peek at dining in the past with meals that you can cook today. So we'll just read the content. So it's divided into breakfast, dinner, and favorite foods, and plan a tea party. So we've got strawberries with cream, ham slice, cheese omelet, Saratoga potatoes, blueberry muffins, cream of carrot soup, roasted beef tenderloin, mashed potatoes, fresh green beans, corn, oysters, French salad, dressing, ice cream snowballs, apple brown Betty, jelly biscuits, cream cheese and walnut sandwiches, chicken salad sandwiches, gingerbread lemon ice, and the Planet Tea Party. I'm not sure. So just to give you an idea of what the book looks like inside. really interesting recipes. So all kinds of things. And then getting to the back, I'm curious about plan a tea party. Okay, an afternoon tea party, a colored tea, garden tea party, a doll tea party. Very cool. And as you can see, these are the original American Girl dolls from the Pleasant Company. Really cool. So thank you again for that, Leslie. Thank you so much. Okay, moving on. I'm going to get to this last. So another thing that happened a couple of days before our Harry Potter Day, Marilyn, Paula, and I went to Bye Bye Baby and Von Mills. We went to Bye Bye Baby because we found out that Bye Bye Baby is closing, and Nicole had sent me a TikTok video from one of the stores in Canada. I'm not sure where in Canada it was, but this particular video was saying that like everything at Bye Bye Baby was 60% off. And knowing how expensive Bye Bye Baby is, we were like, wow, we should go and check that out quickly, you know, and see if we can find any good deals on their baby clothes and stuff like that. So we went, but this particular store, it was only 10% off. And if you guys know Bye Bye Baby and how expensive the baby clothes are there, and all their accessories and everything like that are like, everything is so ridiculously expensive. It's probably why they're going out of business, because no one can afford it. Especially these days with the price of groceries and everything. So 10% is like barely a dent in it. So I didn't buy anything. I think we might try going back. We probably figured out that depending on when the stores started clearing out stuff, maybe each store sort of has different sales going on. So this particular store, we figure being only 10% off, they probably were just starting their liquidation sales, whereas like if they were closer to closing, it might be more percentage off. So we might go back again at some point before they close just to see, but at this point it was very disappointing. The sale was not what we thought. So from there, we were close to Von Mills Mall, so then we went to Von Mills Mall. We had an early dinner, and then we did a little looking around the mall, and I got a couple of things. I got a couple of Christmas gifts that are already stashed away, but this is what I got for myself. So Carter's had some good clearance going on. I had eyed this outfit around Christmas time several times, but could not bring myself to pay the original price, because I think I don't know what the original price was. Oh, I think the original price, according to this, was like $30 for this Christmas outfit. And I was like, no. And even when they had sales, it was still kind of pricey. But this was on clearance for $9.99. But then on top of that, sorry, I can't talk. They took another 50% off of that. So I got this for $4.99, which I could not pass up. So it's these cute red and cream color plaid pants with this cute little beige button on the waist. And then the top is this beautiful knitted sweater. The detailing in it is gorgeous. It's got Christmas trees across the front in a green stripe, and there's like what do you call that? Argyle print? No, Fair Isle print or something like that. It's red, white, and like hunter green, and the red part at the bottom of the shirt has like little ruffle. It is so cute. So I got that in 3-month size for Maisie. And then from Winners, I grabbed myself this Ergo pouch from Australia. This is a 0 to 3 month size cocoon swaddle bag. It converts from swaddle to sleep sack, and it comes with a free dressing guide inside, which is great because I actually wanted to make my own thermometer and dressing guide to offer my clients for sleep consulting. It says the swaddle is suitable from birth to rolling. But after that, I think you can just do the sleep sack. I don't see why you can't still use it past that. But anyways, I've just been basically, I've been trying to collect a few different types of sleep sacks and swaddles so that I can try out different brands and sort of like give my clients reviews, as well as use them for demonstration videos on how to swaddle babies and use different sleep sacks and stuff like that. So it was $20. I've basically, the sleep sacks I've been getting have been secondhand so that they were cheaper, but I thought I would splurge on this. It's for my business essentially, and I can try it out. And yeah, so that's what I got from our little shopping day out there. Then last week on Friday, I decided, very last minute, I mean, I had been hemming and hawing all week about whether I should spend the money on a ticket to go to Comic-Con in Toronto. I have never been to a Comic-Con. I'm not really into Comic-Cons because, like, I'm not really big on, like, Star Wars or, like, superhero movies or anime, which, like, seemed to be 90% of what Comic-Con was. However, what drew me in was, I've told you guys about this cool company that I buy these sweatshirts and t-shirts from called Retro Kid TO. And they make these amazing shirts with so much childhood nostalgia. I have a Sesame Street shirt, a Reading Rainbow shirt, Care Bear shirts, Mr. Dress Up shirts, Camp Caribou, like, and Degrassi, like all these retro TV shows that I used to watch as a kid that still hold like a special place in my heart. I absolutely love their merchandise, and their shirts are the most comfortable shirts I have ever bought. The fabric they use, I don't know what it is. They are so soft. They have to be the softest cotton t-shirts I have ever worn. Absolutely love them. Well, they announced that they were coming out with Sharon, Lois, and Bram merch, and that you would be able to get it at Comic-Con before they would put it on their website. Now that, I was kind of like, well, whatever, I can order it off the website. I don't really care about buying it before anyone else or buying it in person. However, what drew me in is they said that, see, last year they weren't at Comic-Con. They were at something else. I forget what it was called. They were at some other convention in Toronto that I missed because I didn't realize they were going to be there. And last year they had Pokeroo from the Polka Dot Door at their booth taking photos, and I was so sad that I missed that. But this time, to celebrate the release of Sharon, Lois, and Bram merchandise, they were having Sharon and Elephant from the Elephant Show at their booth. And I was just like, oh my God, like, yes, I met Sharon and Bram when they did a book signing and a performance in November 2019. I have that video here on my channel. But I've never met Elephant. And I was like, oh my God, I want to have my picture taken with Elephant. I was so excited. So I went back and forth all week long about whether to go or not. And then Alex was like considering going with me on the weekend. But then when we looked into tickets for the weekend was completely sold out. So all that was left was Friday, which is the day that I don't work. And I kept going back and forth in my head. I was like, should I stay home and work on my sleep consulting business, or should I go to Comic-Con and try and meet Elephant and Sharon and all this stuff? And I just was like, you know what? I've been actually very stressed lately with starting up a business. Like, yes, I want to do this. I want to be a sleep consultant and have my own hours and work from home and all of that stuff. But it's just been really, really stressful spending money on business expenses when I have yet to have paid customers. And I've had my website up for like a month now, and I still have yet to get any customers or barely any followers on social media either. So it's been frustrating and stressful. So I was like, I'm just going to do it. I need to take a day off. I need to take a day to go and do something fun for myself and de-stress. And I am so glad I did it. So, and then the other thing I was toying with is because I was like, well, what else can I do while I'm there? Like, I'm spending $27 on a ticket. I might as well do something else there. And I came to find out that the actor Scott Patterson, who plays Luke on Gilmore Girls, was going to be doing a free Q&A, and then you could also pay extra to get like a photo taken with him. So I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to spend the money to get the photo with him, because it was a little bit much. But we are getting like a pretty good tax return this year. So I was like, I could probably swing it. But then at the same time, I was like in that mindset of like, well, I could put it towards something for the business or like whatever. But I was like, I don't know. I'm going to think about it and see. So anyways, Friday morning, I woke up. I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get the ticket to Comic-Con. Thankfully, there was still some left Friday morning. So I quickly bought my ticket online, got myself ready and out the door. And on my way down there, I stopped off at the Eaton Center to buy the new, oh, actually, I forgot to put that in my, hold on, guys. I bought the new Sharon, Lois, and Bram book because for you guys, so for those who saw my Sharon, Lois, and Bram video from November of 2019, you will know that they were there selling their brand new book where it had a new version of the Skinamarink song, and they signed the book. But since then, they've come out with another new book called One Elephant Went Out to Play, which is the Elephant Show theme song. And so I decided on the way down to stop off at the Eaton Center, run into Indigo to pick up the book, because I thought, why not get them to sign it, right? So, but I wasn't sure if they were going to allow autographs or if it was just pictures or what. But I thought I'll buy it anyway, because I've been wanting to get it anyway for work, for my nanny jobs. So I actually got to see the American Girl section of Indigo for the first time in I don't know how long since I've been there. And wow, guys, it was sad looking. I don't know if Indigo Bookstores is like starting to get away from selling American Girl or what's going on, but the store was sparse. There was not much there. I did get to see the new Girl of the Year Kavi in person. And I don't know, I mean, she's pretty, but I'm not drawn to buying her. She doesn't really like scream anything special to me. I find she's very basic. But I do love her Bollywood outfit. I will be buying that for my American doll Ravina. But anyways, so then I went to Comic-Con, and I had a couple of hours to kill until Elephant and Sharon were supposed to be at the booth. So when I got there, I just staked out where the booth was. Thankfully, it wasn't too far from the main entrance. So then, by then I was boiling hot in there. It was so hot in there. So I actually at that point just found like, there's nowhere to sit, but some people like found spots on the floor to sit. I didn't really want to sit on the floor, but I just found like somewhere where I could stand away from like some of the crowds and just cool down a little bit. And just sort of like, I was chatting with Nicole and Alex on my phone and trying to decide if I wanted to go and get a picture done with Scott Patterson, which I did decide to do. I decided to buy the ticket on my phone while I was waiting. So anyways, I went to the booth when it was time, and I lined up. There was just a small line up. It was really cool of Sharon and Elephant to do it for free. So anyways, I got my picture taken with them. I'm going to insert it here. Of course, as always, Sharon was just such a sweet person. I was actually wearing my Retro Kid TO, my Retro Kid Mr. Dress-Up shirt. And she saw it, and she actually was telling me that she knew Mr. Dress-Up quite well because he was in children's television as well. They met several times, and so she was chatting with me about how amazing a person he was, and that what you saw on television with him is what he was, like how he was in person. And she was just saying like he was just such a special guy. He was so nice, so kind. She just loved Mr. Dress-Up as well. So, and his real name is Ernie Coombs. And so that was really nice to chat with that. And, she signed my book. So it says, to Crystal, happy counting, Sharon. Now, what was really cool was while we were waiting in line to make things go faster, they came through and said, does anyone want their books personalized? And if you did, they wrote your name on a, like a, what do they call those things? Post-it note. And they put it on the book. And so Sharon actually had her daughter with her. So while I was getting my photo taken with Sharon and Elephant, it was her daughter that actually wrote down the personalization here, and then Sharon just signed her autograph to it after we did the picture. So it just made things like, you know, move along quicker. And they were actually selling their books there, although I'm which I wasn't sure if they were going to be selling their books or not. I figured they probably would be, but I'm glad that I didn't buy it there and that I went to Indigo, because Indigo had 15% off, so it was only $13, whereas at the show booth they were selling it for $30. So I'm glad that I bought it at Indigo first, and then I got it signed. And then I did buy one of the new pieces of merch from Retro Kid. So it's a black t-shirt, and they made it look like a retro or a vintage tour shirt. So it says Sharon, Lois, and Bram. And it says one elephant, deux elephant, which is French for two, two elephants. Going back to grade school French class, which I practically failed. Anyway, so, because they have a song where they do it partly in English and part in French. So they say like one elephant went out to play, and then they go deux elephant. Deux elephant. And then in the middle, it's got this like very vintagey looking picture of Elephant, Sharon, Lois, and Bram. I was sad that Bram wasn't there. And for those who don't know, Lois passed away many years ago from cancer, unfortunately. So I never did get to meet her, unfortunately. The old elephant costume from the show looked quite different from the elephant that was at Comic-Con. A lot of people noted that it looked like Elephant lost some weight. He used to be a lot chubbier, as elephants are in the original show, but at the show booth, he was a little bit skinnier. He had lost some weight. And yeah, and it says Sharon Lois and Bram. And then on the back, it says Sharon Lois and Bram tour. And then it's got like US cities and Canadian cities. I don't think this was like actual tour dates. They just made it look like a tour shirt for the merch. They had a hoodie that I really liked that said Skinamarink on it. And it had elephant on it. But it was like $80 something, and I have quite a few hoodies already, and I don't really wear them that often. So I just didn't really feel like it would be a smart purchase as much as I loved the design of it. They had another shirt that was a little bit of a vintage look as well. But I preferred this one the best. They also had mugs with the other t-shirt design on the mugs. But I already have like a crap ton of mugs. They also had the lyrics to Skiminarink on a print with elephant and some stars and a moon. And it was $35. I felt like it was a little plain looking to spend $35 on it. I just didn't really know where I would hang it. It looks like something that you would put in a kid's room. So I didn't bother with that. So anyways, I just got this shirt. And then I went to the Q&A with Scott Patterson. It was an hour long. The first half hour, there was an interviewer asking him questions and talking to him. And then the last half hour, he was taking questions from the audience. It was really interesting to hear some things about like behind the scenes with Gilmore Girls. And like, he was hilarious. He's really, really funny. Very personable guy. And then after that, we went to get the photos done. So this is my picture with Scott Patterson, aka Luke from Gilmore Girls. Are there any Gilmore Girl fans out there? I can't believe. Anyways, he was interested. He noticed my shirt and was trying to read it. I don't think he realized who Mr. Dressup was. I don't know if many U.S. People are familiar with Mr. Dressup. But anyways, he was a very nice guy to me. Very, very nice. And I didn't even realize it was going to be an 8x10 picture. I thought it was going to be like a little tiny printout or something. But I guess for the price I paid, I think I paid $75. I guess like an 8x10 is good for that. And then after that, finally the aisles were clearing out. Like a lot of people were going home. Because earlier I had tried to look at some booths and it was so busy I couldn't get near them at all. So before I left, I decided to go and look at a couple of booths that I couldn't get near before because there was too many people. So I ended up buying this adorable E.T. Funko Pop. They had 3 different ones there. They had one of him holding the flower pot, and then they had one of him dressed for Halloween. And then they had this one, which is him in the robe with the telephone. And guys, I love E.T. I loved all 3 of them. But out of all 3 of them, I'm like, I need to get this one. Because if you guys know the movie E.T., this is the scene where he gets drunk. And it is so funny. So funny. So I was like, I got to get the one of E.T. drunk, essentially. And then I got myself, I almost didn't, just because I know it's such a gamble and they're not cheap. But I ended up grabbing 2 Fraggle Rock blind bags. Yay! They were the same price that they are on Retro Festive. However, I figured better to get them in person because then I don't have to pay shipping on top of that. So I got them here, and I think I'm going to do a separate video opening them because this video is already getting long and I've got to get dinner going. So anyways, that is my little haul and little life update for you guys. I hope you enjoyed seeing everything. And sorry I've been so absent. It's just life is busy when you're trying to start a business. There is so much to do and it never ends. And I'm just hoping to get clients at this point. Also, if any of you out there know anyone with newborns, infants, toddlers, preschoolers that are having issues with their little ones sleeping, please send them my way. My website is www.nodanddream.com. I'll put it in the description below. Please come and have them check out my website. I can help them virtually, so even if they don't live in Canada, I can work with them and help them solve their child's sleep troubles. So please, please, please go check that out. And yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye!